your attention, please. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
They're here.
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise. This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
What is the deal, Raider Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Lunatic Raider Show with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. Happy Tuesday to everybody, man, and happy holidays. We're on the cusp of Christmas as well as New Year's, not to mention my Mickey Ficky birthday this Friday. Hey, early birthday celebration for me, you feel me? But I'm setting up some shit. Got some partners coming over. We're gonna watch Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua fight Friday night, man. But shout out to y'all, man. Happy holidays to you and your family, man. Hey, a happy Raider holiday. That's the only thing happy. You know what I mean? Hey, but a good thing happened today. We did not lose. We did not lose today. So congratulations to the Raiders on that for not losing on a Tuesday. I'll take it as they give it. You feel me? But we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about what the Raiders' next steps should be. Focusing on this team. We don't know if Pete Carroll will or will not be here next season. We're going to look at both aspects as far as if he is and if he isn't, what the Raiders should do, who should be the candidates up next to be the ones in line to run and operate this ship, as well as personnel in free agency and the draft that can come in, and what do we need to start to fix first? What's first on the menu? But first, shout out to the world's most dangerous chat. Salute to y'all, man, and shout out to everybody on Instagram. Raider Rob, I see you, man. Salute to you as well. Raider, who else we got up on there? Hold on, real quick. Let me check everybody on here. Raider Rob in the building. Princess Raider is in the building. Salute to you. And I think, let's see, who else is down there? The Golden OG. Salute to y'all, man, on Instagram. I appreciate y'all. If you have not done so, please subscribe to the channel on YouTube. It's Raiders Allegiance. And come kick it with us Monday through Friday. I know it's been spotty this week. But when it gets into the December, I got a lot of things going on. I'm reorganizing everything business-wise. So an announcement will come as far as what happens to Raiders Allegiance, as well as my other podcast on my other channel. I got other companies being started underneath an LLC. I'm going to explain all that later after the new year. But yeah, I'm refocusing, reshaping, and I got a team I put together that there's a lot of great things coming, along with a Raiders movie script that is being in the process. Hopefully will be finished by, I'll say 2028. So I got time on it. I'll let the cat out the bag once everything is finalized and done, and I get the script finished. But we're in the makes of doing a Raider movie. It's a comedy. It's an urban comedy, but you'll enjoy it. I'm trying to get together with some content creators as well as super fans to have them play cameos within the movie, as well as being involved. So we'll get to it. We'll let that shit simmer on the back burner. But until then, hey, shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. Let's get into it, man. We got Sacktown Raider Mike in the building. You already know what it is, man.
Town. There you go. There you go.
Yes, indeed. We got Raider B out in the building, man. Salute to you, man. Hope all is well with you. Appreciate you. We got Raider Paul in the building, man. You already know what it is.
It's my time. There you go. There you go.
Yes, indeed. There you go. There you go. Hey, that's Bobblehead Pete. Bobblehead Pete in the building. Robert P in the building, man. Salute to you. Following it up with what?
It's my time. There you go. There you go.
We in here today, man. For real, for real. Let me see who. Marcus Banks in the building, man. Salute. Hope all is well with you, man. Much respect back at you. For real, for real. Appreciate you. Let me see what else we got up in the building, man. We got some man. M2CB in the building. What it is, man. Hope all is well with you. Happy holidays to you and the family. For real. Let me see. Gotta keep scrolling. Once again, gotta get my track shoes on. Y'all way ahead of me. God dang, I should have started on time, huh? Well, Lunatic, if you was here at 3, okay, I dig it. I dig it. If you got me on that one. If I was here at 3, yes, I'm tardy. It's called Color People Time. CPT, not Compton. Color People Time. For those that don't know, we're late. So if you want us there on time, give us the time to be there an hour ahead of schedule, and we'll be there on time. Let's go. I didn't like this for instance. So let me see. Raider Goon, my guy, man. What it is, man. Hope all is well. Happy holidays. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm trying to get down there, y'all. Y'all, god dang, y'all ahead of me. Richard Line in the building, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well with you as well. Happy holidays. Yes, indeed. You know what I need to check on, man? I need to check on my boy Dirty Raider, man. I ain't talked to Dirty Raider in a minute, man. We need to get back on our shit, but like I said, it'd be hectic with these holidays just coming back to back. It's my birthday, then it's Christmas, then it's New Year's. You know what I mean? So December always been busy for me. But shit, we're gonna maintain and do what it is that we do, man. You feel me? Let me see. I got everybody. I'm scrolling down. I'm trying to make sure I got just about everybody I can get. Showcase Rule in the building. Salute. Hope all is well. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up. God dang it. Y'all can slow down for a brother, man. For real. Rodman, what's the deal, man? I said Rodman. I'm thinking Chicago Bulls championship teams. Hey, admin, what's the deal, man? Salute to you. Hope all is gravy with you, babe. Hey, where's my guy Gravy, too? Have anybody seen Gravy? Coach Gravy? Man, I be out of it, bro. Like I say, December is real busy for me. Let me see what else in the building, man. SoCal Sal in the Mickey Ficky building, man. Salute to you, man. Hope all is well. It's good to see y'all, man. Hey, on these holidays coming up, man, for real. Hey, and y'all drink responsibly, please. Don't get behind the wheel and not only cause harm to yourself, but to others. That's a message from motherfuckers. What Dr. Dre say in his shit? My Dr. Dre said, mad motherfuckers against drunk driving. We're mad. That's what we is. MADD. Motherfuckers against drunk driving. Let's go. Let's go. Let me see. SoCal Sal. Let me see what we got up in here. Admin in here, man. We got M2CB in the building. I'm scrolling down, trying to catch up with y'all. Sacktown Raider Mike, of course, man. Marcus Banks. Marcus Banks has been SoCal. Damn, y'all. Okay. Raider Goon. Okay, we up the par. Let's see. Gravy good. Oh, he's on the fantasy chat. Gotcha. Tell Gravy I said, what's up, her? You know what I mean? All right, let's get into it, y'all. So our Raiders, it doesn't look good for us. But then again, I mean, we're straddling the fence. Some of the nation wants us to lose to get the top pick. Some of us, man, ain't going to be mad at a win. But like I'm going to tell people, I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 100 for y'all. The Raiders aren't good enough to win. We don't have to tank. Let me salute y'all the right way, man. Salute to the world's most dangerous chat, man. Shout out to everybody that's here. Please subscribe, like, and share if you have not done so. And welcome to the channel if you're new here. Salute to y'all, man. The motherfuckers that make this engine go. Let's go. Now let's get it started. Shout out to MC Hammer. So with the Raiders, there's a lot of fan base that straddle in the fence. Some of us want us to lose, others want us to win if we can. But I think it's it's the best of both worlds. This is what I'm saying. The reason why I say it's the best of both worlds because they're trying to win, but they're just gonna lose. We're not that good. Their injuries is a factor. The fact that our talent pool is not that great. The depth of this team is shallow. There's no depth. We're shallow, like the kind of shallow where the lifeguard tells you no diving at this end. Why? Because you can dive and bam, you can cripple yourself head into the concrete at the bottom of the pool. That shallow. That shallow where you can walk across to the other side. There's a lot of things this team needs to address. The main thing and the main elephant in the room is the head coaching position. Is Pete Carroll suited to run this team the way I thought that he can come in here and make things different because he's done it before. But sometimes, let me say it like this. Let me see. How can I put it in an analogy that a lot of people will understand? It's like, damn, I can't even come up with no ideas. Just say, for instance, I play on a team and I'm balling, and I'm thinking it's all me. So I start smelling my own shit. Like I'm him. Come to find out, after that season, the quarterback leaves, the offensive line breaks up. There's a whole new offensive line. Say I'm a running back and I think I'm the shit. Like, for instance, let's say Genty. Say Genty was balling out of control this year, right? The offensive line was right. The quarterback was right. The play calling was right, right? But since everything around you is solid and I ain't gonna say perfect because perfection don't exist. You'll chase it, but you'll never catch it. Just say that everything going well for him, and then you start believing, you start smelling your own shit. You thinking it's because of you. Oh, nigga, I'm him. Hold on, real quick, y'all. Hold on. And so you start believing, you start smelling your own shit. You thinking, oh yeah, I'm him. But then all of a sudden they take away the play caller. He goes off elsewhere, and the offensive line free agents, they move off to other teams, and you got a ragtag bunch of offensive linemen to help protect the quarterback and open holes for you. Your quarterback, he was a free agent. He gets injured. We'll just say that. Now you behind that offensive line. And now everything you was doing was gone. It's gone. You can't get no momentum. You're touched 57% of the time at or behind the line of scrimmage. You can't get no yardage. Ain't no holes open. Now you start coming back down to reality thinking, you know what? It is not me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm not him. I need help to be him. And that's what the situation is. We need help to be what we want, what the Raider Nation wants this team to be. How do we get help? Does Pete Carroll stay and try to right the ship? Because I think Pete Carroll, and that's little whole story is, I think Pete Carroll's so used to success, he actually thought it was just all him. Oh, I can do it. I won 10 games a year. You can't say we, because when you say we, you're including the Raiders, and the Raiders ain't won at least 10 games a year. You're talking about when you were in Seattle. You're speaking solely on yourself. I won 10 games a year. So I believe Pete Carroll got to the point of actually, and he had talent wherever. Let's look at all the places he's been successful. He's had the talent. He's had the talent. Doesn't matter. He's had it. In Super Bowl and national championship type, he had all the talent at USC. He had hella talent in Seattle. You had Marshawn, and even though people didn't like Russell Wilson, he still went to 2 Super Bowls with that same Seattle team. So I think Pete Carroll was believing his own shit, like I'm him. But when you take away everything that made him him, he's no longer him. He's just it. That's it over there. Cousin It. You know, the outcast from the Addams family. Cousin It. You feel me? So what we got to do is get us a coach that's not high on his horse where he believes he's the end-all be-all at coaching in the NFL, at the NFL level. So what that means, we have to, I think if we do move away from Pete, I would say give Pete another year. The reason why I would say give him another year, let's see if this year humbled him. Let's see if it humbled him to the point of actually doing his job the way it should be done and addressing it head on the way it should be addressed. Don't just assume just because you here, you're gonna turn shit into gold. It's not gonna happen that way. You gotta have the right components around you. Now, another thing that I can say that's not Pete Carroll's fault is the fact that you got other people in the kitchen trying to cook the same meal with you. You feel me? So what I mean by that is, you got from rumors, allegedly, Tom Brady is the one that brought in Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly was the one who ran his offense, and it wasn't what Pete Carroll wanted, it's what he wanted. He was allowed, like, bruh, the guy that hired me is above your GM. You know, I'm next in line, $6 million a year. I know they were grooming Chip Kelly to take over the team. But nope, that's not what's going on. All right, so Chip Kelly's out the picture. So now we have Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, I think he was too full of himself, as well as him not having the control that I think he should have had, because everywhere he's went, and Hondo Carpenter made this apparent, that everywhere he went where he had success, he was the only cook in the kitchen. You might have some people tell, maybe you should add a little bit of salt or a little bit of smoked paprika. You might take, somebody could be in his ear and give him some little, ideas. But he's the one cooking in essence. He's the one chopping up all the ingredients that goes into the pot. So I wouldn't say give him full control, but at least give him as a head. And I believe the way we hired our coaching staff and front office was asshole backwards. Just to say the least. Asshole backwards. All right, let me get to the chat real quick. Shout out to everybody out there. Peaches is in the building. Peaches, aka Sunny Side Up. She know what that means. We got Rocky, then one at DK, you got Gino. You see our sides tonight. And with Pete Carroll in Seattle, he had a decent offensive line too. I mean, you had to look what Marshawn Lynch was doing. You know what I mean? But that's not the Raiders. Don't assume what you're doing at this stop is going to be the same at this stop. It don't work that way. You're supposed to go into this franchise, and that's why I say you got to give a new regime 1 year in the hole. And what I mean by that is they wherever these coaches came from and GMs came from, they were busy dealing with that team all the way up to after February, the Super Bowl, getting shit in order. Let's see. Let me give you an example and an idea of exactly we got to look at timelines here. Sometimes we overlook the obvious, but let me see. What date was it when Pete Carroll got hired? What was the date Pete Carroll got hired by the Raiders? So right before the Super Bowl, Pete Carroll got hired January 24th. Now, the way front offices work and the scouting department works, they're always ahead of schedule. They don't just do things as that day gets here. So at the end of January, we're going in. That means right a week before the Super Bowl, Pete Carroll had signed with the Raiders. Now, you got to move on a fast pace. Because from January 24th, where he got hired, March is your free agency. Now, with free agency, you have to wait for all 31 other teams to see exactly who are they going to franchise, who are they not. Who are they going to re-sign, who are they not. And what you don't sign will go into the free agency pool. Now, You're waiting after the Super Bowl. So right after the Super Bowl, which is in February, March is free agency. You got 1 month to prepare. And only not did he get to hire on the 24th, he didn't get to hire his whole staff. We know Chip Kelly was not a Pete Carroll hire. So that was out of his, you know what I mean? So now it's like, for me to scout talent for the offense I want, we really have to scout talent for the offense Chip Kelly wants. Because whatever he's trying to do might not work with the personnel we have for him to achieve that. So now you got to analyze. So I put a brand new head coach in, especially when things ain't set up already. You put them in a hole. You start off in the hole. Start off in the hole. You got to analyze your whole roster. How do you do that? You're not gonna. You can go back and look at all the game film you want to, but different system, different scheme, different coaching, different personnel. You're gonna get different results. So you got to go through the whole season and analyze everybody on your roster. Then at the end of this season, this is when you start making moves. All right. We know such and such is not a fit for what we're trying to do. But what we're going to see is address either that in, do we want to address that position in free agency, or do we address it in the draft? What's the difference, Tick? You adding somebody. The difference is, a veteran in free agency, you don't have to what? Develop. Everybody's talking about the center from Baltimore if he does not get franchised. See, now we're here in December, and we don't know if the guy from Baltimore, the center, I forgot his name, the center from Baltimore that's scheduled for free agency, do they bring him back? But if he's out there, do you spend a pretty penny on him? I say you do. We got to write this offensive line. Now, you can go into free agents or the draft and get you offensive linemen, but as we can see with Caleb Rogers and Charles Grant, you're not going to be ready day one. It's going to probably take you a season or two to get to where we want you to be, development-wise. Now, free agency, you can plug holes instantly. You go out there and get veterans that's on the free agent market, the plug holes just automatic. Like we did, all our linebackers were free agents. Think about that. They're not the greatest linebackers, but they were plug and play for what's out there. You're not going to let the cream of the crop hit free agency if you're another team that thinks that player we got plans with him for the future. He might be good, or he might be getting to the point where, okay, he's mid at his position. That's not a bad thing, especially for a team that we had no linebackers. We have none. So we went out there and got everybody that was free agents. Landon Roberts was a free agent. Pratt was a free agent. Adams was a free agent. Devin White, free agent. These are all free agent linebackers. Now that's to me, that's a Band-Aid at the linebacker position. Just like getting Geno Smith at quarterback. That's not our future. Now, if some of them pan out, you bring them back. If they fit what we're trying to do and can add to what we're gonna add in free agency or the draft. These were not big names in free agency with Devin Whites and Landon Roberts. They were guys that were available that can come in right now and help us. Plain and simple. But what we really need to do is, because I think their whole approach, I know their whole approach was try to win now and also build for the future. Boy, you juggling knives with no handles. You juggling double-ended knives. You feel me? You're going to get cut. Because you can't do you can't do both. Let's just say that. You can't win now and win for the future. This is why. This is what happens to your assets. Your assets are draft picks, correct? So with your draft picks, what do you spend your draft picks on? Well, Lunatic, what you mean? You only can spend them on rookies? No, you can't. That's not the only thing you can spend. You can go into the draft and you can trade draft picks for veterans. So now, look, what trades did we make under this regime for the first year? We traded, a third-round pick for Geno Smith? a 5th-round pick for Kenny Pickett. So you traded away assets that you could use for the future to try to win now. And it didn't work out. Now we don't have that 3rd or that 5th because you chose to try to win now and win for the future. No, you pick a path. Either you travel left or you travel right. You can't travel light. You can't travel left. You know what I mean? You can't do both. You got, when that fork is in the road, you got to decide, do we try to win now or do we build for the future? And what the Raiders should have done is built for the future. Kept them draft picks. Imagine this. With the picks we got, we could possibly get the number 1 pick. How high up would that 3rd-round pick be that we gave away? Who did we get that 3rd-round pick from? We made a trade and got it from somebody. Because I think we had 2 3rd-round picks. And we traded one away. Oh, we did have 2. So we would have had 2 3rd-round picks in this year's draft. Not Geno Smith. You should have just went in there and maybe you rock with AOC. Fuck it. It's not going to be no worse than Geno Smith. So you rock with AOC. And you keep those draft picks. Now you look at the thing that we did since we weren't winning and Jacoby Myers wanted to be traded. We traded him, but we got a 4th and a 6th that we could have had also in conjunction with the 2nd, 3rd-round pick that we gave away to who? We gave away for Geno Smith to Seattle. Not to mention the 5th-round pick we gave up for Kenny Pickett. That was another pick we gave up. So all those picks, including the 2 picks we got for Jacoby Myers, could all been used for the future. But it's too late now. The hindsight is 2020. That past draft, and now what's coming up now in this draft, we're missing a 3rd and a 5th that we should have and could have had if we were just did it the right way. And I'm gonna tell you who it is. I'm gonna play devil's advocate now. Some of the blame goes to Raider Nation. I said it. Fan base. Not the complete fan base, because everybody in the fan base does not flow as one in the same direction. Everybody believes we should have done it this way. Other believes we should have done it that way. Some of Raider Nation, they're impatient. Everything you ask, let's keep it a buck. Everything you asked Mark Davis to do, and he did, backfired. Get rid of AP, backfired. Backfired. Everybody we get rid of before it's time to see if they can really get the job done, it backfires. We're changing coaches like draws every fucking day. One day you might have a pee stain, a nut stain, or a shit stain. You got to change into some fresh draws. We're doing coaches the same way. But at the same time, our pecking order is off kilter. Your GM should select a coach. Your coach should select the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. It must be a pecking order. There is a reason why all companies and corporations run in a pecking order fashion, where one delegates jobs to the next. Everybody has a part to play, but you got some people wearing multiple hats, and not just that, some of the multiple hats they're wearing belongs to somebody else that's on that roster, on that team right now. Tom Brady shouldn't be wearing that hat of motherfucking spy tech. Motherfucker, you're a minority owner. You hired Spy Tech to do his job. Let him go get these motherfuckers to run this team and go out here and scavenge the lands and see exactly what free agents will be out there, possibly could be out there, and that will be out there, as well as the potential draft picks coming into the league. Let him do that. Let him hire the coach he feels I can get the ingredients for him to make a bomb-ass gumbo. Don't give me a GM that's going to be like, oh, I'm going to work with the coach and be like, maybe, and tell Pete Carroll, maybe you should do it. Why should the GM have to tell a coach, or suggest to a coach, maybe you should look at him. It's gotta be, you gotta have somebody over everybody. It's a pyramid, not a scheme, but a pyramid. There's the upper echelon, the top. Then you trickle down. Everybody has a part to play. We gotta correct that. If we never correct that, we ain't going nowhere. Because when we come in here with these last few years, there was no pecking order. You can't have the coach with more say than the GM. What kind of shit is that? Like the vice president of a corporation is gonna have more say than the president. The fuck? Where that work at? Where that work at? Then you might as well let the assistant coach have more say than the head coach. And the offensive coordinator have more say than the assistant coach. And then you have the quarterback coach having more say than the offensive coordinator. This is the trend that we're going with, having shit out of sync and out of order. We got to put shit in its rightful place. And until the Raiders do that, it don't matter who you draft, it don't matter who you sign, this team ain't gonna be shit. Why? Because we're running around chasing our tail. It's like the chicken or the egg. What came first? Who do you go to? Do you go to Tom Brady or do you go to Spike Tech about personnel? Do you go to Chip Kelly or do you go to Pete Carroll over personnel? Motherfuckers don't know. Who do we talk to? It's kind of like, you got a problem with an order you made and you get online and call them, hey, I didn't get what the fuck I ordered. And then they send you, well, we'll send you here, we'll connect you to over here, to this department. And then that department connects you to that department. And that department connects you to that department. And that department brings you right back to where the fuck you started at. That's how this fucking organization is being ran. It's like the Keystone Cops. The Three Stooges. You don't know if you're coming or going. Until they fix that issue, this team will never be shit. Salute to the nation. Salute to the chat, man. For real, for real. It don't matter who you bring into this organization if the pecking order ain't corrected. All the great teams have a pecking order in this league. Now, if you want the head coach to be the GM, then do it. Don't hire a GM then. Let the head coach be both then. If that's how you're setting up your pecking order, he has to be either or. Either you're going to be the coach or you're going to be the coach and the GM. We can't be on the fence. We can't get you a GM and make you a head coach with control so you two will bump heads, because it's going to happen. Because if you agree on drafting a certain person at second or first overall and the GM don't, who's right, who's wrong? The pecking order is off. You feel me? Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. Let me get back to y'all real quick, man. I'll be ranting, but it's the truth. Let me see. I think Pete Carroll's gonna be up out of here. I'm hearing rumors that the Raiders and him are coming up with an I'm gonna say this in a fucked up way. It's gonna be because of his age, but I'm just gonna say the Raiders are coming up with a way. Hey, y'all, hey, forgive me for this when I'm God, forgive me. This is just a joke, but it's real as far as how they doing it. But it's a joke. The Raiders are coming up with a way with Pete Carroll to humanely put him down. That's the best way I'm gonna say it. The Raiders and Pete Carroll, the Raiders are finding a humane way to put him down. Well, what is that, Tick? What that is allowing him to retire, step down, and retire from football. Things ain't the same for gangsters. Shout out to Dr. Dre. It ain't the same no more. Pete Carroll, I know you have the intestinal. I know you have the love and passion for football, but so does every player that retires. Charles Woodson said that you'll know when you wake up that morning and be like, I'm done. I'm done. You know what I mean? You'll give it a go. It's kind of like why look at Indianapolis. Phillip Rivers come out of retirement, 44 years old, plays a game, loses. He's gonna watch. This is it. This is gonna be his life. He's gonna figure it out that I'm done. Once that body, I'm telling you, when you in your 40s and you wake up in the morning, God lets you know you're blessed to be here. You may not move as smooth, your knees may not be as sturdy as they used to be, and your arthritis might kick in, but you're still breathing. That's not good enough for football. Boy, you gonna wake up. I bet you Phillip Rivers Monday morning said, man, fuck this shit. He said, fuck this shit. I'm going back to playing bingo. You feel me? But he's gonna find out. Pete Carroll, he found out. I don't knock him. He's one of the bravest guys, one of the guys that with that passion and that fire in him. But when you step away from something, it don't stop. You stand still, but everything else keeps moving further away from you. And that's what I think happened. Football just moved away from Pete when he stepped away. He wasn't a coordinator. He wasn't a GM or a head coach when he decided, him in Seattle decided, yeah, you know what? Separate. He was around, but he wasn't involved. You know what I mean? So it's like football got away from him. And he tried to give it a go one more time. And it didn't work out in his favor. Doesn't mean he's a bad dude. Doesn't mean he's a bad coach. It's just his coaching days are gone. So now it's time for him to go ahead and we'll see what he do. We bring him back and give him one more chance? Or do you just like, you know what? This didn't work. Geno Smith didn't work. We're going to walk away. We're going to let them go out with pride. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to let him retire and walk off into the sunset. And all his accolades that he got in his career is well deserved. I have nothing but the greatest respect for Pete Carroll because he's been there and done it where a lot of coaches tried and failed. There was a coach in Buffalo that tried 4 times and failed. There was a Chargers team that went and failed. Never to be seen from again. You know what I mean? There's Cleveland, never. You know what I mean? There's teams out there that's done that. Cincinnati went and failed. Pete Carroll can be the one that said, I succeeded in college and in the pros. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you stepped away from football and football kept moving. And now you're at that age where you can't play catch up, bro. I can't tell you how many bullets you got in the clip, but on average of the lifespan of a human being, boy, every day from here on out, boy, is something you got to cherish and take advantage of. You didn't fail. It is what it is. You didn't fail as a man or as a head coach. It's just football kept moving when you stopped. And these sports are the kind of things that you know what I mean? You got to stick with. This is the professional level. It's the best of the best. So I think that the Raiders and Pete Carroll from rumors are saying or trying to come up with a way for him to step down, retire, and go off into the sunset. But he will forever be engraved as one of the coaches that ever wore the silver and black. You know what I mean? It's just football left him. And I hate when fans try to shit on Pete Carroll. And, bruh, we can't shit on this man. This man is in the age group that we all hope to get to. We all hope to be 74, 75. To be able to have grandkids, have kids that get you know what I mean? Everybody say nepotism. Ain't nothing wrong with nepotism. Every top corporate entity has nepotism with them hiring their family members with inside. Who's taking over the Dallas Cowboys? I'll wait. Nepotism. Indianapolis Colts, the daughter. Nepotism. We can keep it going. We can keep it going. When Paul Allen passed away, that owned Seahawks and owned the Portland Trailblazers, who took over when he passed? His sister. Nepotism. So nepotism is always out there. There's always going to be somebody to lend a helping hand to a family member. kind of motherfucker would I be if I nope, I ain't hiring you. I'm gonna hire somebody else that I don't know. How else are you going to get the experience to be developed into a great coordinator and potentially in future be a head coach if that's what you plan on being? You're going to make mistakes. You're not going to be the greatest mind in the room. If you're the greatest mind in the room, you're in the wrong room. You need to go into a room with minds greater than your own so you can absorb the knowledge and game they got for you to help make you better. So I'm not mad at Pete Carroll. I wished and everybody hoped that it worked out for Pete Carroll for us to get right back on to where, but we got to face it for what it is, bruh. We got to do it the right way. We have to move on from Pete. I mean, I like Pete, but we have to go ahead and it's evolution. And when I say evolution, I ain't talking about going from monkeys to man. I'm talking about mental evolution. We got to go to the fresh mind, the innovative mind, somebody that's not stuck in their ways and that thinks that, you know what I mean? Well, in my day, this is not your day. I'm an older cat too, so I already know. The one thing I do, I stay in line with my young cats, so I know what's going on now. I don't know it all, and a lot of old motherfuckers, when they get older, they think they do. Oh, you can't tell me nothing. And that's where we go wrong. Cause even they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Shit, if that motherfucker don't want to learn, of course not. But if he wants to learn, he'll evolve mentally. I may not be able to jump high and run fast, but I can outthink the average motherfucking bear. So with the Raiders, what's the game plan now? The game plan now is we have to move on from Pete. Move on from Patrick Graham and realign the front office in the pecking order that it needs to be for us to be right back to where we used to be. Why they call us the team of the decades, plural. We were in the mix in every decade for a Super Bowl. Until 2010. You know, that decade. 2010, it was a wrap. Nothing happened in 2010. I take that back because 2016, Derek Carr was on the list as one of the candidates for MVP. If Derek Carr would have never broke his leg in that game in 2016, Raiders could possibly be, because we had a damn good team. May not be the greatest, but overall team-wise, we had a damn good team. Defense, offense, special teams. We had it. We had them. But unfortunate events happen where Derek Carr gets hurt on a play that we were 3 scores up on the team we were playing. And the first sack that Donald Penn ever gave up that whole season was the sack that broke the camel's back. You know what I mean? That was it. And I was at that game. Boy, I tell you, all like we were all wondering what the fuck happened. Did he, sprain an ankle with twisted knee? What happened? And we waiting for motherfuckers to get updates, and they said, it's been reported that he has a fracture. And everybody in the stands was like, fuck. Derek Carr fractured his fucking, and we were 12 wins into the season. We were one of them teams. 2016, we were it. We had action. So that decade, boom. Now we hit the next decade of 2020s, where we at right now. I don't know we did get into the playoffs, but I mean, they forced us to get rid of our coach and John Gruden. We go face Cincinnati in the playoffs. 1 touchdown away from tying it up, and the interception came in with the fake whistle and all. We know all that. Like I said, we can't cry over spilled milk. We just got to pour another glass. But with that being said, man, I'm not going to hold y'all too soon. It's 4 o'clock. Hey, y'all enjoy your Tuesday. I'm going to be back. I'm going to try to be on time tomorrow. Like I said, my job got us working these holiday hours, so I'm working 12-hour shifts. So just bear with me, please. Please. I know some of y'all may not like the content here, but you're more than welcome to pop up and, hey, Lunatik, hey, great show. Or I like the hat. Or take them glasses off, you 4-eyed son of a bitch, and see if you can see the screen. I'm not going to do that because I might get the names confused on the screen because I can't see the letters. Now, Let me quit. I'm cracking jokes, man. Fuck all y'all. Obi-Wan Kenobi in the building, man. Keystone Cops. Oh, I'm way behind. He's laughing at old jokes. Alfredo Raider Nation for life. Salute to you. In the building, man. Let me see. Who else we got up in this building? He said, burnt out watching these ass whoopings, then just watch the draft order. That's what I've been doing. Like, bruh, all we gotta do is just keep being the Raiders for these next 3 games. Go try to win. Go try to win. Go ahead. You know, like you know your son just started a sport and he ain't that good. Like, go out there and try to win. Still gonna root you on. Come on, son. Like, this motherfucker's sorry as shit. I love you, no, son. I said I love you. You know what I mean? Send them, scoot them on their way. Go out there and give it your all, son. Knowing damn well he ain't built for it. You know, we ain't got the roster for it. But hey, he's having fun. So Raiders, go out there and have fun on Sunday. You know what I mean? We got the Houston Texans. That should be a winnable game. And we got the Giants. Now that's gonna be that's crazy. Now the opposite spectrum of the team that's trying to get to be the number 1 seed in the playoffs. We got the Raiders and Giants coming up. Oh my God. It's the draft bowl. Have y'all ever seen the draft bowl? I might do a live for the Giants game. I might go live. I don't know. We're gonna do a draft bowl. Because that's what it is. The loser gets the number 1 pick. Giants versus Raiders. Raiders, if the Raiders lose, which Raiders we don't have a quarterback. Giants drafted theirs. See, notice all these teams looking. Why did Chicago go night and day? Because they got the right coach and they had a quarterback installed coming off his first year. New England, new coach installed, quarterback coming off his first year. So all his mistakes are out the way. And this is why I said when I did the mock draft and I said Cleveland went to move up from 4 to 2, and they want to give us 3 first round picks, 2 this year, 1 next year for our second overall pick. I said my idea was throw in Shedeur Sanders. Well, why Shedeur? Tell them that if they really want that second pick, it sounds to me they're moving up to get a quarterback. They're not moving up for a lineman. They're not moving up for a wide receiver. There's nobody in this draft worth moving up to number 2 pick than a quarterback. There's no generational type talent. Now you got to get him that ain't a quarterback. It's Mendoza and you're hearing Dante Moore. That's the 2 names at the top of the pecking order of the quarterback position in the draft. So what it is, if Cleveland wants to move up, give us Shedeur Sanders too. Why? Because we should have a new coach and a quarterback that already spent 1 year in the league. Just like Drake May. I said Drake. Drake May. Just like Caleb Williams. 1 year in the league, 2nd year under new head coach, he flourishes. Shedeur Sanders been in 1 year. He get the right head coach, he will flourish. And it drops your salary down low because now you got to look at Shedeur Sanders' contract. Don't forget, he was a 5th round pick. Money is low. So that means money could be. Now we can use money for the offensive line. See, instead of getting Geno Smith $38 million, $18 million next year, you can give Shedeur Sanders $5 million. Let me see. This is what Shedeur's making. And that's just going to let that money go. Then we can go into the offense. Now, the offensive line, free agency. That's where you can plug and play. We can make this offensive line great overnight. Great overnight. Easy. With the money we have, let me see something. What is Shedeur Sanders' contract?
$4.6 million rookie contract with the Cleveland Browns. The deal includes a signing bonus of about $447,000, reflecting the NFL standard.
Now look, watch what our salary cap will look like. Shedeur Sanders signed a 4-year, $4.6 million contract. That's $1.15 million a year. $1.15 million a year. is what he's making. You mean to tell me instead of paying a quarterback $38 million, we're giving him 1.15? So that means all like $38 million from Geno Smith. $38 million. 38. We get to put 20, what was it, 26, 20, 27 and a half and use that over to other positions? Come on, bruh. Come on. You mean that offensive line can't be fixed with an additional $27 million just from the quarterback position? That's how these teams is doing it. New England is set up for life because they got a rookie deal with a fifth-year option. He's getting paid more, though, because he was an overall pick in the top pick of the draft. Then you got Caleb Williams, also same thing. Chicago Bears is going to have a bomb-ass team because all that money could be spread out to the other positions. We need to get, if we don't draft one, but if we draft the quarterback, you got to sit him for a year. Got to sit him. But if you can get a quarterback that's already spent 1 year in the league, getting his bumps and bruises and learning, you can hit the ground rolling in the second year. We've seen two people doing it that's about to make them. Matter of fact, they both look like they're going to win their division. After being one of the worst teams in the league last year in high draft picks. Go figure. But with that being said, man, let's see who's up out here, man. A shout out to all y'all, man. I appreciate you, man. Can't Control Life, salute. No, I ain't no. What drama with Sanders? What, driving drunk? Driving drunk and killing a girl and her dog? What would he do? I'm just asking. We say drama. What drama? We always saying what? Because of his daddy? You gonna let his daddy be the drama? It ain't him. He ain't going to practice? He's falling asleep in meetings? What's the drama that's said? See, that's why I said it's always a double standard. Motherfuckers know what that double standard is. Johnny Football was the greatest ever. Shedeur Sanders, oh, he just doesn't. He's cocky. Oh, really? But y'all was all on the dick of motherfucking Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel. Come on, bro, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. I be hating when motherfuckers change the narrative. I always want to overlook the obvious. Fucking Shedeur is not a distraction. He's not doing anything to be a distraction to nobody. The media is the distraction. They the ones point. Look at him. Oh, he's just too cocky. Cocky or confident? What the fuck is we gonna call it? What we gonna call cocky and confident? Johnny Manziel was cocky. He never was shit. Shedeur Sanders confident. His dad instilled confidence in him. But y'all take it for being cocky. He don't say, oh, he practice. We're talking about practice. Allen Iverson was cocky. He was good, but he was cocky. Just imagine if Allen Iverson would have put all that energy into being great. The same mentality that Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant wasn't great coming into the NBA. He was not good. First 3 years in the NBA, he was not good. But he put in the time and the effort to be great. It takes not just God-given ability, but your mental fortitude is what you put into your efforts, and your ability that God gave you is what's going to make you great. I don't believe that shit. That's a cop-out. But with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your Tuesday. Be safe. Happy holidays. I will be back. I will try to be back tomorrow. Same Raider time, same Raider channel, man. 3 o'clock, though, not 3:30 or 15, whatever I started it at. But y'all have a blessed day, man. I'm Lunatic Raider, like I always say about this time. I'm out this. B-I-H. Ha-ha.